Social media is ruining your life. Okay, now this is a very, very interesting title, isn't it? Now, in this video, I just want to talk to you about one very quick thing that I have learned and that I've been learning, and that is that social media is not very healthy, which you probably know already. But I also want to talk about the importance of being a creative and creating things. And if you are an entrepreneur watching, then you are a creator, okay? You are creating value and change in the marketplace. So let's talk about it, okay? Firstly, my name is Vincent. Thank you for coming over to the RVALUED YouTube channel. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. I coach young entrepreneurs to become their high performance versions by mastering their health, by mastering their sleeping hygiene, by mastering their exercise regimens, diet protocols, and mindset, as well as habits. So very, very interesting, fun stuff that we're doing over here. And today we're just going to talk about creativity. Okay, and how important it is for your health. Now, I personally, if you don't know me, I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I believe that he died on the cross, rose from the dead, and wants to give us eternal life. And I believe that he has created this world, period. I believe that he is God and he's created every single thing, including you and I, you and me, us humans, and the world. So you are a creation. I mean, no matter what, regardless of whether you believe in God or not, you are a creation. You are at least a creation of your parents. But I believe you are created in the image and likeness of God, okay? You deserve to be esteemed and respected and honored. So, yeah, a part of our God-given purpose is to create, which is amazing if you think about it. God is a creator. He's the creator of the universe. He has created you and given you a purpose, and part of that purpose is to create other things in general, or create something, okay? And that can be music, that can be expressed through art, that can be expressed through your ministry, that can be expressed through your businesses. I'm a huge fan of creativity, and I'm in general a very creative person. No matter what I'm doing, I'm trying to create something of some sort. So in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28, that's actually a book in the Bible, the first book. In verse 28, we can read the following. God blessed them, and God, said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the sky, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." So God has given us loads of opportunities, loads of authority, and loads of just a lot of stuff to do on this earth, right? We have a lot of stuff that we need to be doing. We gotta push this life forward, push this earth forward, and sometimes we make huge mistakes, and we go and do wars and start fights and all of that, but that's not what I'm going to go into right now. That's not where I'm going. But what I want to say is that God has given you the authority to create things, okay? Now, if you want to be healthy, a healthy individual, a healthy entrepreneur, then you need to start creating more than you are consuming, okay? And it's very easy to consume more than you are creating nowadays. We are living in an information culture. You can read magazines over there. Well, no one really reads magazines anymore. We are consuming YouTube videos on the daily. We are watching online video courses. We're reading books, ebooks, PDFs. We are talking to people, watching interviews. I don't know about you, but for me personally, one of my biggest weaknesses was YouTube. And I created a habit of watching YouTube for multiple hours a day. It helped me in a number of different ways. It helped me to understand, okay, how do I want to make videos myself? How do I want to become creative myself? But it also made me waste a lot of my time, and it has distracted me immensely, okay? And here's the thing. When you are consuming, you are in a place and a mindset of consuming. You cannot create while you are consuming, okay? It's very simple. You cannot really create okay, this is a bad example because you can do it, but you cannot create a YouTube video by watching a YouTube video. Now, nowadays, there are many people reacting to YouTube videos and making YouTube videos, but that's because things evolve, but really, they don't. So you can't do something, you cannot create something by consuming something at the same time. It usually doesn't work, okay? And if you want to be healthy, you need to start creating more than you're consuming. Okay, very simple. Set up a time limit, set up a timer, set up some boundaries for your consumption of content and information. Go on an information diet. That's something that most of us actually need to do, and that's something that I've been doing. And I deleted Instagram, I deleted all social media, and now I'm in a focus. Now I'm in a state of creativity, in a state of, just producing and creating some very fun stuff. One question. I assume you are someone who watches a lot of YouTube videos. If not, then that's great. But if you do you remember, let me ask you this. Do you remember all the hours that you have spent watching YouTube videos? Do you remember all the hours you spent on YouTube? Because I personally, I don't. Like, I watched, probably by now, I watched hundreds of hours of YouTube. And I don't remember each and every one of these hours. I don't remember the majority of these hours. I was just mindlessly browsing and scrolling through, social media. And that's not really good. That makes me think about this habit quite a lot, actually. Do you remember how amazing that unhealthy food tasted that you have eaten maybe before watching this video? Prior to watching this video? Probably you don't really remember what it tasted like. Okay, you don't have the same taste on your tongue right now. Well, you can imagine what it tasted like, but you don't have the same pleasure when you're not eating it, right? You only have the pleasure of eating that unhealthy food source that is full with sugars, full with wheat, full with glucose and whatever, or highly saturated fats in the moment, only in the moment. And something that I'm trying to learn right now and that I've been learning, is that it's never worth to sacrifice the future for the present moment. Almost never, okay? Sometimes it is worth to sacrifice the future for a moment of pleasure or a moment of relaxation. Okay, you don't have to be working 24 hours a day and 24/7. That's absolutely, I'm totally against that. Okay, on my channel, you won't hear me say hustle hard, go hard, go hard. No. That's not what we're doing over here. We are trying to maximize our productivity and our output by mastering our health, but we're not trying to sleep less or sleep when we are dead in order to get more work done. That's completely backwards. That's not how it works, because your work output is not going to be of high quality if you're not sleeping, for example. Okay, so it's never worth to sacrifice the future for the present moment, or at least very rarely that is the case. Okay, in the Bible, there's the story of a sower, and in general, there are many parables, but one thing that is very interesting, and that's a verse in Galatians. It says something like, "Don't be deceived, you are going to reap what you sow." So whatever you sow, that is what you're going to reap, okay? So in our case as entrepreneurs, as young lads who want to build businesses and companies and thrive in the marketplace and, get successful, we gotta be sacrificing right now, as long as we're young and vigorous and energized, so that we can ensure that our tomorrow has the possibility and the chance of being better than our today. Let me repeat that. We gotta work hard now, so that our tomorrow has the chance of becoming better than our today. Good example is working out, exercising. It's not fun. Usually, for me, I think exercise is fun, especially lifting weights and heavy stuff. I kind of like it and I enjoy working out. But let me tell you, at the beginning, especially if you want to lose weight, for example, it is not fun. Okay, it's not fun. Exercise is not fun, and it hurts and it burns. But down the road, it's going to get easier and easier, and you are also going to see the rewards. You're going to see the rewards, reap the benefits of exercise. So what you're doing is you're practicing a form of delayed gratification. You're saying, okay, I'm not going to be a couch potato. I'm not just going to sit at home and watch Netflix, but I'm actually going to get up and work out, so that my tomorrow has a chance to become better than my today. So that tomorrow I can have a couple of, okay, tomorrow that's not how it works with exercise. It usually takes weeks, months, years to see significant progress and results. But you're saying in the moment when you're exercising, you're saying, okay, I'm exercising now, I'm suffering now, I'm sacrificing now, so that in a few months from now, I can look better, I can feel better, I can be more charismatic, I can be more healthy. That's what you're saying. And you're doing it by your actions. So, yeah, working out is not always fun, but your future you is going to thank you for it. Meal prepping, if that's something you're into, it's not always fun. Okay, I've meal prepped plenty of times in my life, and it's not always fun. Okay, of course, if you like cooking, that's cool, but usually meal prepping, washing the dishes, and all of that, it's not fun. But it helps you transmute your energy and convert your energy into something that's positive and that's going to yield results in your life. Okay, so if you're an entrepreneur, consider prepping your meals, consider switching diets, consider fixing your gut health, consider working on your microbiome and understanding what food sources are causing inflammation in your body. Think about these things. Question a lot, okay? And by question a lot, I mean just ask a lot of questions, okay? So eating clean foods, okay, rather than processed goods will not only make you feel a clean tap of good, but it will also aid your health and performance in all life areas. I like to refer to food as fuel because that's what it essentially is. We're consuming food, we get calories, we get macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats, and they help our bodies in a number of different ways. But one thing they do is they give us energy. And wouldn't it be smart and wise to consume food sources that give you a good amount of energy that is long lasting rather than just a spike of pleasure in the moment? I think that would be very smart. That would be very wise, a good investment to make. And the amazing thing with food is that when you eat good food, it helps you to not only feel good in the moment while you're eating it or after you have eaten it, but it also helps you to be healthy in the future, 10, 20, 30 years from now. It aids your health and your performance. Okay? So sometimes we just gotta, dial in and figure out what we want more. Do we want more pleasure or do we want more reward? Because you can have joy without having pleasure. You can have joy working hard on a project. You can have joy, doing the things that need to be done, even though they're not easy but difficult. You can have joy. But pleasure is something that usually comes through low level behavior, such as just being a couch potato, watching all kinds of series, not eating the right food, and just relaxing, not exercising, not taking care of your health. This is going to give you pleasure in the short term, but it's also going to be detrimental to your health in the future and in the long run. So my call to action to you today is to stop making decisions that your future you is going to thank you for. Okay, and this sounds kind of cheesy, I know, this sounds like everyone else, but we got to think about, what is more important to us? This moment and having pleasure in this moment, or, having great rewards and seasons of growth and prosperity in the future? Because they're not going to come without doing anything. In German, we have an idiom that says, von nichts kommt nichts. And that basically means as much as, hey, if you're not doing anything, you're not going to get anything. So we got to do something in all areas of our lives. And sometimes in my opinion, I think for me personally, the most important area of my life is my relationship with Jesus, my relationships with others, with my other, with the people around me, but then also my health. Because the way I feel and the way I feel is going to affect the way I treat others. It's going to affect the way I go through life and go about my stuff. So, I try to do the same. I try to make decisions that my future me is going to thank me for. So think about this and let me know in the comments down below if you are going to start making decisions that your future me is going to thank you for. Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video again. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And leave a like down below, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.